Hey, Amber. Nice to see you. I am still trying to figure out what I'm doing over here. Everything seems to be working fine on YouTube so far. Hey, Corvin. Take your time. Thank you for redeeming your daily mana potion. Hope it helps in the day to come. The heck? Yeah, I don't care, Amazon, you are in my way. Let's see. Go ahead and run ads real quick. Oh, hi, Corbin. Nice to see you over here, too. Your stream's bitrate is lower than that. this is gonna be a time. I'm already going to speak. I'm already telling. I'm not looking forward to this. I'm hoping everything over on YouTube is looking fine. I see. That's at 109, 11, about a minute left. We'll go ahead and pop over here. Okay. So, actually, wait. I'm gonna wait for the ads to get back before I start rambling. Okay, there we go. So, this week's gonna be a little bit wonky. If y'all haven't been keeping up with my posts on Blue Sky, I ran into the same issue that I did a couple months ago, where I am having to fight both Twitch and Straight Talk. Thankfully, I still have the Twitch stuff connected through OBS, so I'm able to stream here. I can still stream here. But I also ended up getting Restream working. And actually, no, not Restream working. Directly from YouTube, connected to OBS. And I am streaming there now as well, for easier VOD storage. So, I am hoping that everything over there is looking fine. Keep getting bitrate. I keep getting bitrate warnings over there. I hope it's not affecting y'all too much. But hopefully this will be something that we keep to in the future, albeit without the Twitch issues. Let's see. Today's game, not Ultrakill. I forgot to update the stream title before going live. I kinda got sidetracked with stuff and forgot to update it before hitting go. But it should be updated now. I am prefacing this stream with, yes, I am using certain things. No, y'all do not see them. Pay them no mind. If anything, I'm gonna be taking a friend of ours' term for it, and it's just a little bit of magic we've worked. That's all it is. But we're gonna be doing MSQ and raid work in Final Fantasy today. So, bunch of me running around and whatnot. Let's see. Unfortunately, I do not have words on stream for break for the next week or so. So we'll just be doing the be right back screen when it comes time for ads. Just as a heads up and whatnot. But I think that's about everything for keeping folks in the loop and whatnot for what's planned. I'm hoping from this week forward, multi-streaming will be a thing. Again, for easier archival of the VODs, so that I don't have to manually do it from OBS, or not from OBS, from Twitch. But we shall see. So, hopefully going forward... Ooh. Oh, I peaked really bad right there. Hold on. Lower this. Myself. Right about here. Testing 1. Testing 2. Okay. There we go. But yeah, as I was saying, multi-streaming will be a thing going from here forward for easier archival purposes, so that I don't have to manually do it. Because, let's face it, I am extremely forgetful. And I have been slacking on uploading my VODs of late. But again, hopefully going forward, that won't be so much of an issue anymore. However, with that out of the way, I think we can go ahead and throw ourselves over here. I did remember to unmute this time. I'm gonna need to figure a chat cover here. Whatever. But yeah, I think we still have at least 1 or 2 parts left of the Alexander raids before we can get started into Omega. So, go ahead and get this started. One step behind. In the absence of a better option, Bakrex seems ready to go along with Mire's rescue plan. Treasure Hunter truly believes Soul of Lost Love sleeps in Metal Giant, Magnus, but Bakrex does not doubt resolve to rescue Roundrocks. Go with Mire deep into Midas, and deactivate Second Core, but do not underestimate Illuminati. Day and night, they bring supplies into Steel Fortress. Bakrex suspects Illuminati are tinker-making new weapons. Now have access to Burden of the Sun. Midas can be accessed via the entrance at the Talayak River. Let's see. Should be down here. And now we wait. So I may need to switch to Scholar for this, just because DPS queues are ass, as usual. Anything I can do here in the meantime? One, two, three, 6 different dates we could go to. Could also do a quick call. In the meantime, seems we're going back to Kugane to work on this kill. first. Okay. Now Laplace. Impeccable timing. We have just received a letter from Lord Hien. He writes that the Domans are coordinating their efforts with the Blue Kojin to maintain a constant watch over the Red. By staying on the lookout for signs of crystal hoarding in the lake, they mean to nip any summoning attempts in the bud, thereby satisfying conditions for peace set down by the ambassador. For the Garlean's part, the Populares have sent word that a vessel bearing Doman conscripts is soon to arrive in Yangxia. It would seem the prisoner exchange is to proceed as planned. Lord Hien requests your presence, and I share his view that you should be on hand at this critical juncture. According to the letter, Yatsuyu's memory has yet to return, so it looks like she'll be living out the rest of her days in Doma. Assuming the ambassador means to honor the agreement, of course. Before we get into that, however, I think it would be wise to assess her condition one last time. If the Domans have missed any change in her mental state, however slight, it would be better if Asahi weren't the one to spot it. Agreed. Let us make straight ways for the Enclave then. Lord Hien will be waiting. I trust you will cope in our absence, Tataru. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. Just be sure to come back safely. Lord Hien is expecting you. May I show you in? I see my letter reached you across the Ruby Sea. Thank you for coming so swiftly. I wrote at some length on the subject of the forthcoming exchange. There was one other matter I neglected to mention. It concerns Gosetsu. As you may have observed, he returned from his ordeal rather the worse for wear. And despite his best efforts to conceal his condition, or perhaps because of them, he recently collapsed. Good gods, is he alright? Confined to bed and grumbling without cease, but he has shown signs of recovery. He made me promise not to tell you, lest you worry unduly. Which was all very well when you weren't here. Now that you are, however, I think it high time he received some visitors. Might you spare him a moment? Yatsuyu has scarce left his side, and I imagine you are curious to see what has become of her as well. We'll visit him at once. Laplace, Alize, shall we?
Open wide now. pleased to you. I'm not so frail that I cannot feed myself. I grow weary of the taste of gruel.
You don't like it? Can I fetch you something else?
Aye, wine. Or if that is not wholesome enough, I don't know. A sweet persimmon from Namai? I enjoyed them in my youth.
A persimmon?
Nay, pay me no mind. I am full. Besides, we have guests.
I hope we are not interrupting your meal. We had heard you were confined to bed and thought you might welcome some visitors.
Confined to... a gross exaggeration. A trifle drained from my exertions, perhaps, but with a little rest, I shall be fighting fit again in no time.
Take off your clothes.
Gosetsu, is this how you've been spending your time?
My lady, I assure you this is not.
Off with them. We need to wash you. You stink. What are all these scars? There are so many of them.
A life of battle will leave its mark upon a man. Is something wrong, Tsuyu?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
But leave me be, woman! I will not be fussed over like some newborn babe.
Make a convincing pair, do they not? On first acquaintance, I would think him a doting grandsire, and her a model grandkid. Indeed, someone told me a year ago that I would live to bear witness to such a scene. I would have declared them mad. That aside, I am relieved to see that Gosetsu has lost none of his spirit. What a turn of events. I mean, for her to suddenly be watching over him, he couldn't make it up. Although I suppose Gosetsu is an old man. But the way he charges through life, it can be easy to forget. He has resisted decrepitude with the same defiance he showed the enemies of Doma. But no matter how adamant his will, no man can carry on forever. He has pushed himself beyond the limits of endurance too many times. Even if his health returns, the fact remains. He will never again be the warrior he once was. He's given us all for liege and land, and we will ask no more. What of his nurse? If Yotsuyu is feigning that, well, she certainly has me fooled. This is no pretense. Nigiri, out of all of us, I would think you the hardest to convince. So, what makes you so sure? I've been spying on Yotsuyu from the shadows, waiting for the mistake. That. Shit. Waiting for the misstep that would betray her charade for what it was. Well. I'm gonna have to do all of that over again. I was hoping to be out of the cutscene before this popped. Oh, perfect. I do have my stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, stop that. Thank y'all for not opening the chests on me. The second core, I do believe. Once that's out of commission, Alexander won't be going anywhere. And what that I could see you just once more. Farewell, my love. You. Too frightened to face us alone, I see. Not that I blame you. We all know what Laplace did to you last time. Pressure and future that has been writ. Even strongest Gabi must sometimes pretend to be weak and let enemies win. Oh, pretending were you? I suppose losing this core was all part of your plan. Don't make me laugh. You know as much about the future as we do. Quick knows all. For example, Quick knows one among Uplanders carries true fragment of Enigma Codex. It seems the game is up, Biggs. There's no hiding the truth from Quick Things. Very well, I admit it. I have the fragment. But I won't be handing it over to the likes of you. Why, Wedge, didn't you hear him? He knows all. Which means he knows that what you're carrying is a worthless rock. Well, I've got the genuine article tucked away in me small clothes. Quick Things already knows conclusion of Uplander's childish games. He's coming for me. Eh? What's he waiting for? Long ago was outcome decided. Uplanders think they are victorious, but luck is no friend to them today. that. And now Enigma Codex belongs to Illuminati. All pieces fall into our hands. As I can make out, the thing's in good working order. No damage, no signs of tampering. I can only think it was an energy fluctuation that did it. Just bad luck. Bad luck? You're saying it was pure chance that the platform stopped at that exact moment? Then what about quick things? There's no way he could have predicted something like that. The odds would have been infinitesimal. Well, however he did it, the fact remains that he did. That doesn't mean we have to stand for it. When someone takes something from you, you just have to take it back. You Uplanders forget something. Matters are too urgent for such foolish doings. What? Tongue flaps of Uplander make Backrix almost to laugh. Uplander claims to have already stopped core and lost fragment to quick things. Look here, Uplander. Backrix has brain case like steel trap, catching all heard things, all seen things, and he saw Uplanders leave, but a few moments ago. Backrix senses something is amiss. Behind his impassive mask, you sense Backrix is eyeing you and your comrades with no small amount of suspicion. Backrix is certain that Uplanders left for Metal Giant only moments before returning. He watches Uplanders disappear over horizon with own two eyes. It is impossible to return so soon if Uplander's tale is true. Why Treasure Hunter also makes such claims, Backrix does not know. Go Uplander, trade tongue flaps with Mide, and together think of explanation. Have you been able to make have you been able to make any sense of Backrix's account? According to his version of events, we would have scarcely had time to reach the core, much less set it down. But we were all there. We all know what happened. Are you sure he's not just confused? Maybe he got lost in all that data of his and forgot the time. I'm afraid not. That is, unless the goblin stand-in watch near Alexander was also confused. His reports corroborate Backrix's. No, something else is going on here, I'm certain of it. The question is, what? If we assume... Wait. If we assume for a moment that the goblin's accounts are true, then hardly any time has passed since we entered the barrier around Alexander. Time stopped. Impossible. Impossible? You mean like Quickfink's predicting exactly what was going to happen in the core room? I hate to say it, but maybe he wasn't talking out of his arse. If time doesn't work the same in there, maybe he saw the future. Oh, excuse me. I really didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Or too much, or something. There may be another explanation for that. There's a device deep within Alexander capable of performing complex mathematical calculations. It is not outside the realm of possibility that it could also be used to predict the outcome of simple events. Using mathematics to predict the future. Now, even if I could believe that, it wouldn't explain this business with Backrix. Fix is right. Perhaps the presence of the primal somehow disrupted the flow of time within the barrier. It's only a theory, of course, and a far-fetched one at that. But it might go some way towards explaining recent events. To be clear, you are implying that the Illuminati are aware of this temporal disruption, and have been using it to somehow gaze into the future. Very well. If you are willing to accept that, why not go further? Might it not be the case that they have found a way to bend time to their will? Moving back and forth in time, the Illuminati could effectively manipulate the present however they saw fit. They would ever remain one step ahead of us, our every effort doomed to fail from the first. And that's a sobering theory, but it's still only a theory, right? There's no point in panicking just yet. Wedge, give the Chief a call on your link probe, why don't you? If anyone knows how to untangle this knot, it's him. Chief, it's me. It's about Alexander. We've noticed something strange about time inside the primal. What? No, not our time inside the primal. The time. I mean time itself. Chief, it might be best if you just came here. Aye aye. We'll await your arrival. Was that a heated debate, I hear? Boys, you started without me. Now, what was that you were saying over the link pearl? Something about running out of time. It insisted that I accompany him, though I would have come even had he not. Matters have taken a turn for the worse, I gather. You can say that again. Etheric fluctuations are akin to those I observed shortly before the Primal's awakening. In the absence of a functioning core, its form is dissipating, albeit slowly. Ishola, would you mind lending me your goggles for a moment? Can't hurt to have a second opinion. What in the seven hells? The ether pouring from the primal is flowing backwards, as if time were passing in reverse. That cannot be. Such a phenomenon is wholly without precedent. Knowing so little of this primal's capabilities, however, it would be remiss to discount the possibility outright. It is as we fear. At this very moment, Alexander could be undoing our efforts to shut down its cores. All of our efforts will have been for naught. The treasure hunter of whom we've heard so much. You seem unperturbed by our outlandish speculations. Was this perchance the subject of Wedge's communication? Cafe... not siege. Thank you. Gods help us. If there's any truth to this, it won't matter how many cores we disable. The Illuminati will simply undo any damage we cause. Thank you for the boot. And what do we do, Chief? How do we even begin to fight something like that? To erase the past, to return to a clean slate. Could Diane have known? And thank you for getting your daily mana potion. I hope it helps in the day to come. Preparations for restoration of Enigma Codex are complete. Calculations to a margin of error for future readings is 0.03%. Foolish copy. When future is decided, there is no error. There is no failure. Listen well, chosen of Illuminati. At last, all pieces are in place. No longer must wise suffer foolishness of unwise. Time has come to backstrike. Inferiors will make way for perfect world, or die. Now, restore Enigma Codex. goodness. That seems like really bad matchmaking. Then again, when has Ubisoft ever had good matchmaking? Oh, today's been good. Kinda low vibes for today. Finally back in the 14 mood, so we're just playing that for today. Working on Alexander and probably Omega next. Now Alexander is Illuminati's to control. Soon will cores disabled by Uplanders be disabled no longer. Reverse time. At a Monday. Dare I ask? Aside from the siege matching? Once power flows to third core, Alexander will be fully operational, and with third core will its true potential awaken. Wings of time will unfurl. All of history will be at mercy of Illuminati. Chosen ones will amend mistakes of past and reshape world into perfection. Finish it off, I accidentally broke off some wings of the wing nuts in hopes of opening a connecting pipe between a fireplace and chimney. This client said after 3 to 4 years they never opened it to clean. Oh, good heavens. No. At last, prophecies of Enigma Codex will be fulfilled. And quick things, all thoughts. The rule as king of New World, correct world. Chosen ones, menders of history, be proud to serve as builders of this paradise. I will attend to those as soon as we hit the next break. Thank you, Kathy. Speaking of, it is about that time. Thereabouts. So, I'm gonna take a quick 3-minute break, run some ads. In the meantime, yes, I know, Sari, thank you. In the meantime, if y'all need to get up, get food, water, meds, stretch, what have you, then I do encourage you to do so. No words on stream this week, unfortunately, but I will see y'all in 3. See y'all soon. Welcome back from the ads, everyone. I am going to do a little fussing with Mix It Up real quick. So, we're not quite leaving this screen yet. Hey, Corvin. Not here. Actually, I think I'll let y'all see behind the scenes while I do this. Yeah, overlay. And go YouTube, save, I'm gonna go up here, let's chat, Ripple, okay, what's that one? I might make it. Okay, that one's better. Not Twitch, like the YouTube chat. That one should be fine. Okay. What that does mean to shrink a little bit so you're able to see yourself. Okay. Okay. I'm hoping that shows up. Maybe. I don't see it. Why are you not displaying? No. Kill that. You. There. The Corvin. Okay, never mind. You beat me to it. Why is it not showing up? Oh. Do I not have channel? Hold on. Why can I not get So, I'm not able to get YouTube chat, which is a little frustrating. Unfortunate. It'll be something to figure out after stream, I guess. Unfortunate. Well, I suppose we'll continue. Y'shtola and the chief have returned to Matoya's cave. Don't worry. Between them, I'm sure they're sure to find the answer to our problems. If it isn't waiting on a shelf in the Charlian annals, it'll be in some forgotten corner of the chief's brain, you mark my words. The next time we meet Quick Things, we'll be ready for him. Adventurer, there's something I would like to discuss with you, but mayhap it would be best to wait until we are safely back at the short stop. I'll see you there. Oh. Really right there. I suppose I should start by apologizing for everything. Not for me. The Illuminati would have never summoned that infernal machine, nor gained the means to control it. And now Quick Things possesses the power to manipulate time, to foresee the future and erase the past. I dare not think how he will use it. Returning the cores to their former state was but a foretaste. All three are active, and Alexander can traverse both time and space. Nothing will stand between the Illuminati and their twisted utopia. We cannot let it come to that, Laplace. Somehow we must find a way to stop them. I need to turn on my fan. One moment. Okay. Hopefully it gets a little cooler in here. But first, we must rescue Roundrocks. Of all the innocent victims of this sorry tale, her plight pains me the most. The shortstop just isn't the same without her. I hope someone will keep her treasures safe until she returns. Coral and the Colossus. Mide warily eyes a thicket a short distance away. Adventurer, you come at an opportune moment. It would seem we have a visitor. I was pacing about, thinking of round rooks, when something in the shadows caught my eye. I only caught a brief glimpse, but it bore an uncanny resemblance to Quickthings' constant companion. Genoa, was it? If the coral is here, there's a good chance her Illuminati keepers are close by. We'd best track her down, and quickly. Follow me. Oh, reminds me. Speaking of pets. I really need to get a retainer. Do not speak of my inventory management, for it does not exist. Just as I thought. It is Shinoa. Or is it? One coral kitten looks as much the same as another. She doesn't seem to have brought any of her friends. Hey, Dynamo. Yeah, stream's going well. First time multi-streaming. I'm also over on YouTube. I've unfortunately run into an issue with grabbing the YouTube chat, so that's something that I'll have to fuss at after stream. I hope you're well as well. Sure, Corvin. As soon as I'm out of this cutscene. Over there. Uplanders. What are all these snap crashings and... I'm unfortunately still recovering from a sinus infection, but thank you. Well, I hope that tides over quickly. Seems like a lot of folks are getting sick these past couple of weeks. Seems to be a pretty nasty sinus bug. You're like the third or fourth person that I've talked with that's had that issue. An Illuminati spy, sent by Quickthings to observe our movements like as not. Given the sizable disadvantage at which we find ourselves, we thought it best to relieve him of duty. Yeah, really. There's my model artist. They're working on recovering from that. And then there's another friend of mine that I think is recovering from it. Either that or just headaches of a sort. I'm not sure if they're sinus related or not. And folks on Blue Sky have been talking about it as well. He spent his final moments babbling about all the Illuminati's deranged schemes. Claimed that once the final core was activated, and Alexander fully operational, the fortress would gain the power to travel through time, taking them along with it. He seemed quite convinced that Quick Things was a prophet of sorts, a traveler from the future come to the present to return history to its proper state. And that's not the half of it. According to him, the battle for history has already been won, and not by us. But the future is writ in the Enigma Codex, and we but play our roles in it. Quick Things. Traveler from the future. That would certainly explain how he was able to anticipate our every move. But could it be that he has already conquered the world of tomorrow? Have all our efforts been in vain? Tongue flaps of Christ Illuminati make brain case hurt. Backrix would speak of different subject. What brings Uplanders to shortstop? Having settled upon a plan of action, Sid and I were in the process of making our final preparations with Master Matoya when this kitten scampered in, mewing as if to beckon us. We duly followed her, and she led us here, much to the dismay of the fellow at our feet. Not one to look a gift coral in the mouth, but something about all of this doesn't sit right with me. She has been at Quick Thinks' side. Make that on his bloody head, every step of the way. And now she decides to betray her keepers? If a cat could speak our tongue, I would have a question or two for her. Mayhap even 3. I can't believe I'm even considering this. But then it wouldn't be the strangest thing I've heard today. You there, cat. You're Shanoa, right? You're Shanoa. Quick Thinks' little familiar, aren't you? 2 mews for yay, 1 for nay. 2 meows. Did she truly? Do you want to go home? 1 meal. 7 hells. I think the bloody furball might actually understand us. But that doesn't mean we can trust her. For all we know, she could be here to do her master's dirty work. A moment, Uplanders. Tongue flaps of Randrox come to Backrex's brain case. 3 years ago, when Randrox found Codex Splinterstone, Randrox says Black Coral Child is there, onlooking. Backrix thinks nothing of this then, but now... You mean to imply that Shanoa here was present when we attempted the summoning? Very much doubt that. If she were a kitten 3 years ago, she'd be a fully grown coral by now. Unless, that is, she took a shortcut through time. An implausible theory, I grant you, but one we cannot well dismiss in light of recent events. If true, it would raise a still more troubling possibility. That Roundrox's discovery of the Codex was no mere coincidence, but an event orchestrated by Quick Things to further his own ends. Oh, this just gets better and better. Look, whatever is going on here, we're not like to find out by standing around talking. We need to delve deeper into that fortress. And as luck would have it, Wedge claims his latest invention would allow us to do just that. I've sent him and Biggs on ahead to the Maker's Quarter to perform their final tests. Meet them there when you're ready. I'll join you as soon as my own preparations are complete. travel back in time and set past wrongs aright. Who could resist such temptation? And how grievous the consequences of surrendering to it. For in allowing the past to consume us, in making our every choice, our every action the correct one, would we not cease to live in the present, and in turn lose sight of the future? It's a path not to redemption, but to madness. I have a better idea when it comes to chat. I'm just going to do this. There. Now y'all are big. Wait. Was it? I should be fine. Hopefully YouTube won't get mad at me for that. Whatever. There's already a possibility that this spot is gonna get bonked anyway, considering fucking fantasies still having issues with the copyright. Okay. Thank y'all. Yep, there you are. Really, Corbin? That is certainly an emote. Ah, that place. All fired up and ready to go, are we? I'd best hurry up and brief you on the task at hand. In a nutshell, we'll be attacking the Primal on 2 fronts. As we speak, Istral is leading an attempt to cut off the Primal's source of ether. Our job, meanwhile, will be to head into the belly of the beast and rescue young Round Rocks. Excuse me while I dive for a moment. Water went down the wrong pipe. Our job, meanwhile, will be to head into the belly of the beast and rescue young Round Rocks. Without her to view the Enigma Codex forum, the Illuminati won't be able to turn back time anymore. Gives us a fighting chance of beating the bastards. She reckons that the shortest path is through... The shortest path is through the giant's great fat noggin. The only problem being that it's inside the barrier. Not to worry, though. Roger's latest wonder will take care of that. He stopped at the BBG 2? But he tells me short for barrier begone. Of course, the barrier doesn't serve just to keep folk out. It also keeps the primal in. That being why Mide and her mates raised the bleeding thing in the first place. So the moment it goes down, there'll be nothing to stop the Colossus from running rampant if it has a mind to. Which means we're gonna need to move fast. The Jeep will take the Excelsior in as close as he can to Alexander's head, or you'll jump off and secure us away inside. Wasting no time, you'll then climb back aboard, and Wedge will re-engage the barrier, all before our metal friend even knows what's happening. Got it? Good. Really got our work cut out for us. Let's get going. Okay, I should not be almost peaking. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. No. Not again. Testing again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That should be good. I'm about midway in the yellow now. Eyes of the Creator now accessible. And we go again. Then we got to skip like most of the cutscene. Hey, how's my gear looking? Hey. Okay. Never mind. Wake up, tank. Please. There we go. Alright, time to deactivate the barrier. To be honest, I was expecting this to be before. Smoke is too thick. Can't see a damn thing. You have to press on alone. Oh, it's this thing. Fuck. I'm not looking forward to fighting this. That side. Nope. I'm supposed to keep it on the... No. I was not touched. What the fuck happened? We got to it. other thing is not Benzodrome. There we go. Second time's the charm. Fuck that thing. I don't like fighting it. Don't touch those chests. Oh, damn it. forgot to give commendations. Fine work, old friend. Thanks to you, we have our way in. Stay where you are. We're coming. But first, now that you're clear, we'd best get that barrier back up before the big fellow gets restless. Wedge, ready the device and reactivate the barrier on my mark. Mark. Excellent timing, Ishtola. That place is done up. We have a clear path into the heart of the beast. Good. It's a relief to hear that at least one side of the operation proceeded according to plan. The same may not be said of the other. Our efforts to cut off the primal source of ether proved wholly ineffective. Quite why, I cannot say, though I am hopeful that one among us can. What? Mide? On the basis that she summoned the damn thing, you mean? I think you better explain. Like all primals, Alexander constantly draws ether from its surroundings, both to sustain itself and to gain in strength. Master Matoya and I believed that we could disrupt, or at the very least inhibit this process by means of Arcanima. By creating a vast impassable etheric membrane between the primal and the land from which it drinks, which is why the old witch had me place those infernal devices of hers in every nook and cranny of this place. Are you telling me they don't work? Yes and no. As far as we can tell, the Arcanima are functioning precisely as intended. And yet, for reasons we have been unable to ascertain, they've had no measurable effect on the primal. Alright, out with it, Mide. If there's anything you haven't told us, we need to hear it now. We're running out of options. I fear it will not avail us, but very well. It all began with a curious encounter in my younger days. I was out playing on my own one day when a stranger appeared before me. He told me anything my heart wished for could be mine if I but heeded his words. In my youth, I did not fully comprehend what the man was proposing at the time. Nevertheless, his words seemed to burn themselves into my very soul. Reunite the scattered shards of the Enigma Codex, he said, and perform the sacred rite before the ruins that yet stand strong against the river's flow. Then, and only then, shall your hopes and dreams become reality. With that, he handed me a relic, a horn with a tip of metal, which seemed so foreign as to hail from another world. It would serve as a catalyst for the summoning, he explained. A gift from your friend, Travanche. And then he was gone. Travanche? I know the man. Our paths crossed during my time in Limsa, in the days before the calamity. I might have guessed the Asians had a hand in this. The horn of which you speak was once rumored to reside on Seal Rock. It is a lost relic of the ancients with the power to manipulate the etheric energy in the very air around us. The Scions have long pursued the horn, fearing the devastation that might ensue were an artifact of such power to fall into the wrong hands. Finally, I do begin to see. If I have the right of it, Alexander's third core is using the horn to draw aether from far and wide. Just little wonder our plan failed. Even without moving an ilm, the Primal possesses the means to drain not just this land of aether, but our very star. Then our course is clear. If the old witch's magics won't avail us, we'll just have to get inside and dismantle the core the old-fashioned way. Indeed. And yet, we must be wary. We have seen the course of time reversed once before. We may well see it again. Even should we succeed in destroying our target, there's naught to prevent the Illuminati from simply returning the stricken core to its previous state. They're free to turn back the clock, again and again, the primal growing stronger all the while. What do we do then? We can't just give up. No, we press on. Lest we forget, controlling Alexander requires the Codex. The Codex is but a useless piece of stone without the mind of the Gobby Girl. If we can rescue Roundrox, Quick thinks we'll have no way to flip the hourglass. The Circle of Knowing once tasked me with recovering the horn, and 'twas through mine own negligence Travanchet acquired it. That it now endangers our world is my responsibility. Even if I were not a Scion, I should do all in my power to make amends. Whatever assistance I can offer, it is yours. Then it begins. I'll send word to our friends in Edelshire. Biggs, Wedge, rudder the Excelsior. Laplace, prepare for departure. Let Operation Rescue Roundrox commence. And we did all of that within earshot. Congratulations, y'all. Seven hells. It wasn't enough that those Illuminati lunatics had a bleeding time machine, was it? No. It had to be a time machine with the power to destroy the whole bleeding world. I mean, I'm used to the future of Eorzea being at stake. But this is the future, past, and present all rolled into one. Once we get Roundrox out of there, or we have to get Roundrox out of there before those gobbies can put any more of their crazy schemes in motion. Speaking of gobbies, have you talked to old Black Rex lately? Turns out the kitten you met wasn't Shinoa after all. Just a doppelganger. He's already taken a little furball back to the shortstop and given it a name. Schrödinger, or however you pronounce it. Anyways, I'd best be heading back that way myself. See you there, Laplace. Okay. We are going to finish this part of MSQ, at least. Without getting cut off this time. We're just gonna skip to where we got cut off last time.
Oh,
But her mask has never slipped. Not once. She's remained in character from the first. One evening, I watched her as she sat in her chambers, unguarded and alone. She had taken the dishes from the cupboard, and was pretending to prepare dinner right there on the tatami. Child's game. Even the wariest shinobi would not go to such lengths. I can but conclude that her mind is truly broken. Well, that's good enough for me. And everyone else, I would hazard. The matter is settled. Yotsuyu will become Suyu, and begin a new life here in Doma. Before that can happen, however, we will need to present her to the ambassador one last time, to prove that her memory is truly gone. But I would not risk parading her in front of our returning conscripts. Her presence at the exchange would only stir up mutinous thoughts. Understandably, she as good as fastened the chains around their necks. Which is why I mean to conclude this business with Suyu first, out of sight of my countrymen. We are at your service. There is no higher purpose than the pursuit of peace. My thanks. The Garleans are on their way, and we must prepare to welcome the ambassador. We will meet you at the docks with Suyu. Okay. And ads are gonna be starting again here shortly. So, again, 3-minute break. If you need to get up, get food, water, meds, stretch, what have you, I do encourage you to take the time now to do so. We'll be on the Be Right Back screen until then. See y'all in 3. Welcome back from the ants, everyone. Shall we wait here then? VGen should not be long. Friends, have you seen Suyu? She's nowhere to be found. What? But the Guardians will be landing in a matter of moments. She's fled. Could it mean her memories have returned? I know not. Yigiri is scouring the streets as we speak, but it is possible Suyu has left the Enclave altogether. Captain, a word. Did you perchance carry a fair-skinned woman across the river? A fair-skinned woman, my lord. I do not rightly know. I think... Yes, my lord. Now that you mention it, there was a lady among the passengers whom I do not recall having seen before. Her face was hidden by the brim of her hat, but I remember taking her hand to help her onto the boat. White as new fallen white as new fallen snow it was. Was she someone important, my lord? Had I done something wrong? Wrong? No, I was merely hoping to catch our guest before she departed. Be at ease, Captain. It seems Suyu has crossed the river. Kami, help me. No good can come of this. You wanted to see it, Corbin. Here you go. gone like the morning dew. Though his face betrays little sign of panic, Yan is plainly desperate to find Yotsuyu before something terrible happens. Seems Soyu has gone unrecognized thus far, but God may help us if someone catches a clear view of her face. I must find her before that happens. The responsibility for her disappearance, for all this, lies with me. I would ask for your aid nonetheless. We are at your service, Lord Hien, now as before. Let us make the crossing and begin our search. You go on ahead. Someone should let Yugiri know what we've learned. I'll join you on the other side. We have no way of knowing where Soyu is headed, so we'd best divide our forces. I will take Kusakari and its surroundings. Alphino, if you would take the road to Castrum Fulminus. That place. Forgive me, but could I ask you to interrogate the residents of Izuka Manor? One of the Namazu may have well seen our quarry. Everyone is in agreement. Let us board the skiff, and hope the kami smile upon our efforts. Though, I know I just started this mission, this quest. But I'm gonna be honest, not feeling like my mana's all there, so we're just going to do this. Unfortunately, due to the current issue that I'm having with Twitch, we shan't be raiding out. So, I'm just gonna do my usual thing. If you're not already, you can join me in the Discord here, the other Dark Blooms. You can keep up to date with me on all of my socials here. And I will hopefully see everyone again on Wednesday for Warframe. Thank y'all for coming out, and I hope to see you again soon. Farewell, y'all, and have a good rest of your day.